Miss Katie Vera Moreira. I'm Sabrina Pinargote Cedeño, and today in this video, I'm going to narrate a story about the best and the worst experiences that I have had during my life. Let's start. I've always considered myself like a lucky person because the God and life have always provided me the best experiences and opportunities. I remember perfectly my Brazilian Portuguese proficiency exams day. That day has meant one of the best experiences of my life because it has been the first proficiency exam that I've taken. And also, it was the first time in which I have traveled by bus during a lot of time. Its situation has become a situation funny, a funny situation for me. Some days ago, I have been reminding one of the best vacations that I have had during my life. I remember clearly that during that vacation, I made activities that I have never tried it before. Thanks to it, I've gone bodyboarding with my cousin and I have learned the techniques that the lifeguard knows in order to save people's life. It is a pleasant anecdote for me. However, my life hasn't been a bed of roses because I have been in danger of dying many times. Some of those situations were provoked for me and for my reckless perception about danger. But the others happened by accident. I can remember my accidents day. It was really scary for me, and it has been one of the experiences that I'm not able of forgetting. It was really hard for me. I remember that I fell from a terrace and that the consequence of that accident was a bilateral elbow dislocation. Thanks to that, the problem with my elbows has disappeared and I'm strong again. I remember perfectly that when it happened, it was the first time in which I have been in a hospital because I've always been a healthy girl, and in the past, I didn't need to go to a hospital. Okay, but changing, follow with this story. Have you ever heard about someone who has come close to drowning in the sea and still love the sea? Let me introduce myself because I'm that person. Yes. The first time in which it happened, I remember that those were the events in that situation. The doctors have had taken off the cast from my arms, And in order to celebrate it, my family and I decided to go to the beach. I remember that I wanted to enjoy that little trip, and I remember that I started to swim in the sea, but like my perception about danger is so low, I didn't perceive that I was getting too far from the shore. I remember that my mom barely died that day because she was a lot of worried about that. And it's for that now she follows being worried about me and my little perception about danger. It was the first time. The second time, uh, the second time was a technique problem because I remembered that I had taken the lifeguard rescue board in order to swim in a dead part of the sea. I was swimming, and I remember that when I was doing that, I remember that I lost for a moment, for 5 minutes, I lost the lifeguard rescue board. The good news has been that after spending 5 minutes looking for the lifeguard rescue board, I found it and I could come back to the shore alive. I'm telling these stories in a funny way, but I have to say that the worst experiences that I have told you during this video have been really scary for me, and that in that moment I was really concerned about uh, I'm going to I'm going to I'm going to live or I'm going to die today, and those side of things. I remember that I wasn't sure about that. Okay, and this is the end of my storytelling about the best and the worst experiences that I have had. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. See you soon. And if you want to know more about these experiences, you can ask me about this without problem. See you later.